Liya, we love you very much. God loves you very much. The doctors tell us that the medicines are not helping you anymore. So when Jesus comes to you and puts out his hand, you take it and go with him and wait for us. I want to tell you the story of a girl who had tremendous impact on us, and through her family continues to have an impact on people worldwide. Born in the city of Riga, Latvia in 1983, Liya Dovgalyuk, like her brothers, displayed great musical talent. But in fact, Liya was different. She was a musical prodigy. From an early age, she had effortless technique, musicality well beyond her years, and a knowledge of music that was beyond some of her teachers. And with changing political climates, life was becoming uncomfortable for the Dovgalyuks in Latvia, and in 1991, under religious persecution, immigrated to the United States. And nobody was more excited about immigrating here than Liya. Although she didn't speak English and knew nothing of the culture, her positive attitude and infectious smile gave everyone confidence. When she was 8 years old, she performed Mozart's Fourth Violin Concerto from memory, something that's difficult for musicians decades her senior. Liya, along with her talented brothers, Timofey, Pavel, and Eugene, performed concerts together, not just here in McLean, but in other significant venues as well. She was a key member of the string quartet at her school, the concertmaster of the orchestra, and she influenced everyone who heard her perform. After a few months in the United States, a sore knee that was bothering Liya was diagnosed as cancer. The news of this was a devastating blow to not just the family, but to everyone who knew them here at McLean, in the community, and at school. And despite the anger, sadness, and despair that others displayed about her cancer, Liya remained positive and did not complain about her illness. Liya had a strong Christian faith. She always put her trust in God. And even at 2 years old, she would wait until everyone in the house was asleep so that she could individually pray for them and would only then go to bed. Liya died when she was 12 years old, and the stories of her musical talents and Christian faith are almost uncountable, with letters from audience members, teachers, and even articles in the Washington Post. Liya touched everyone she met. She was even awarded the President's Education Award by President Bill Clinton and has received many other awards and honors posthumously. But Liya's story does not end with her death, because not long after her passing, the Liya Foundation was formed, and its primary purpose is to support Liya's Christian ministry in Ukraine. And the goal of this ministry is to impact secular Ukraine for Christ through music. And you might be asking, well, why Ukraine, not Latvia, where she was born? We see the Dovgalyuk's family has its ties in Ukraine, and they had their faith tested even before Liya. Liya's grandfather was born in Ukraine, and when Stalin came to power, he was given a choice: renounce his faith in God or be sentenced to prison. After 12 years in a Siberian prison, he was released, and he was not allowed to stay in Ukraine or Russia, and he then moved to Latvia. The strength of this Christian family did not begin with Liya, but it continues today with her. The doctors did everything they could to save Liya, and in her final moments, her parents knelt at her bedside, and her mother whispered, "Liya, we love you very much. God loves you very much. The doctors tell us that the medicines are not helping you anymore. So when Jesus comes to you and puts out his hand, you take it and go with him and wait for us."